Alright, so right off the bat, my camera mic died, so this intro will be narrated. So I want to explain where I got these parts from. The intake manifold came from a junkyard here in Kentucky. It cost me $100 for the manifold. I went to a separate junkyard that was a pull it yourself, and I got 2 headlights, a bumper, a tensioner, and all of that cost me $113. In this bit here, I'm basically talking about how the intake manifold was kind of the main problem with the truck when I had got it. So we got a new manifold here, and we are going to clean it up and get it ready to throw in the truck. For degreasing, I used a cleaner called SD20 degreaser, and then I used a wire brush and went absolutely ham with it. The manifold turned out really well, as you can see in some of the progress shots. Overall, I was happy with it. It took a couple hours to get it clean, but it was definitely worth it.
All right, here we are, day 2. I was getting pretty tired at the end of the day working on this. Now we have a new objective. We've got to go to the parts store, get a thermostat, gaskets, and that's it. Just thermostat and gaskets. Once we have that, we will be able to go and take all the pieces and put them on the truck, and it's gonna be so magical. This truck is gonna look new. Look at this little car, dude. It's just too cute not to just look at it. Watch this. You're gonna see how mad she is today. Let's see. It's actually not cold, so she shouldn't be that mad. Let the fuel go up. Look at that. Alright, that was kind of cool. Ready? Oh yeah. Oh baby girl. Oh my gosh. I love you. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, watch this. Ready? Watch this. Check that corner. Check that corner. I wonder if this will work. No. That won't work. Okay. Aesthetic shide shot. Aesthetic shide shot. Yeah. A shide shot. Alright guys, we gotta go. Boogeyman's coming. Vecna's coming. He's coming for Kentucky! Here goes nothing and everything all at once. That was cool. I was a farmer. He's a little guy driving his little motorbike. Man, this thing really just like has negative torque. I think someday us rotary owners were like, we wake up and we're like, man, I wonder if my car has torque today. Turns out it doesn't. Negative torque. Literal negative torque. This lady is really fast. I'm gonna get behind her. I'm scared. Just like that, we're back. It doesn't want to focus. This lens is so balls. Alright, ready? Watch this. This is how you shut off a car. Do a little bit of the throttle. And you bump it off. You know why? Because you're cool. You have an RX-7 with the rotary engine, and you're cooler. So you rev it up a little before you cut it off. That way it doesn't flood. Even though your car doesn't flood because you did the emissions delete, because you're smart. Alright gang, we got all, I think, hopefully all of the parts needed to finish this fat berry, hunkleberry, mulberry, dingleberry. These are all the gaskets and some oil. So we're gonna carry it inside now. Oh yeah, Arby's too. Not sponsored. Could be one day. Sponsor me, Arby's. All right. I know a couple of you guys have probably been wondering why there's a Chevy Impala in the background. We also paid $500 for it. Long story short, there was an old lady that her husband died. She was like, I don't want to keep his fast Impala. So she was like, $500 if you'll take it away from me. I was like, shit, word. $500 ain't a bad deal, dude. Alright, this shit might be loud. No, it's not gonna be loud. Watch this, ready? It smells kind of stinky in here. Like, for real. I'm like, I can't. Okay. Well, how about this then? How about this? How about this? How about this? You just don't move the bumper. You just don't need to see. This is first person view. I gotta get a wider lens. All right, please start. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Look at you. Yeah. Alright, I don't know. This car's weird, dude. Try not to think about it too deep. Oh, yeah, this might. Oh, this is. Oh, God. Oh, you guys can't really see what's going on here. But this is bad. Oh my God, I'm dancing between a Turbo 2 RX-7 and a freaking GTR! Fucking musical cars, bro. With all of the ranges of the car spectrum, dude. We got extremely rare, one of one, $200,000 quadruple turbo with a supercharger and an air jet blow-off valve. RX-7, naturally aspirated vert, a twin turbo. I'm not even gonna say anything on that car. It's pretty straightforward. And then this is probably obviously the most valuable of them all. You know, I don't really need to go into why. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, like, why do this when you have this? This is so sarcasm. Please, for anyone watching, Google sarcasm. That'll all make more sense. Or actually, you could just chat GPT what sarcasm is. Ooh, look at that. Look good in the light. Is that it?
With the truck back in the garage, it's time to get started. We're going to start by removing the throttle body, which went really smooth. And with that out of the way, we can start on the alternator harness. And then follow the wiring down to the injectors and unplug all of those. I loosened all of the bolts for the manifold, got the hose off of the water pump, and with that we could pull the manifold out. As you can see, it doesn't look like this manifold has been off maybe ever. Definitely not recently, so we're going to get this really clean. I'm going to start by laying down some towels to catch the debris from the gaskets. With those towels in place, it's time to get the faces cleaned up and ready for new gaskets. And overall, I am really happy with how these cleaned up.
Alright, so I've got the engine and the faces for the intake mounts. I think I'm chill with it. It's good. It's gonna seal well. I can feel it. Looks good. It's generally clean. I'm not going for perfect. I'm going for great. There's a difference. So here's pretty much everything that you have to take out. It's really not bad. Manifold alternator, a couple hoses, whatnot. This is the other. This is the old manifold that came out of it that we just pulled. This will make you appreciate what's going in there. Long story short, let's get into what the real problem with this truck was. When the previous owner who got this truck was replacing the water pump, he was gonna go ahead and do the thermostat because, you know, like when in Rome type deal. When he was taking the thermostat out, he got this bolt removed, but this left one over here, as you can see, he didn't come out. Broke the head off and left the thing in there, trying to get the bolt out. Long story short, we came along, we got the truck, and to get it 40 miles to where we are now, we concreted it with JB Weld and acted that was the other bolt. Now that I'm actually got this out, I can see the only reason it leaked. I think I just didn't let it cure long enough. Okay, I'm just gonna assemble this outside of the car because I have a lot more room. And then what we're gonna do, when this is torqued down, then we're gonna come back and torque this down. It's the wrong one. You gave me the wrong gasket. That is the gasket set that we needed right there. This is not a doobie, this is a freaking receipt! I'm geeked, look at this. Not for a V8.
Alright, after we got the proper gasket set, it was time to get the new manifold in there and sealed back up. Once I get the manifold in place, I can torque it down with my internal torque wrench. And after we got the manifold tightened on, it was time to put the remaining brackets and accessories back on the motor and get it ready to run.
Alright, so we just got the oil drained, and here is what came out. As you can see, it's kind of blacker than the pan it's in. That is not the best looking oil, also not the most. I don't think that's the proper, that's maybe like 2 or 3 quarts, I feel like. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add the new oil and keep rolling.
I wanted to make a note on the oil as well. It's a great example of poor maintenance, and not just the color, but I actually measured how much came out, and only 2.8 quarts of oil came out. That is basically 50% of the oil it is supposed to have. The problems low oil can cause are numerous and not cheap to fix. Don't let this happen to your vehicle. Pop your hood, check your oil, stay on top of it.
Back. The manifold replacement was a success.
we got the mechanical work done, we can get back to the front end. And I want to preface this. I didn't record most of the annoying parts of the bodywork, all the hammering and trying to get pieces to fit back normally, bending metal back into shape. It's really not fun to watch and actually took more time compared to the mechanical work, but in the end we got everything bent back in enough for us to put the bumper and the headlights in there and get the face of this thing looking kind of like a truck again. I had to take the overflow tanks out, so I'm going to put those in and get it ready to drive. That pretty much concludes the repairs for the video. So far with this truck, we're still under $1,000, which is really cool. Cleaning the truck and fixing the leaks really brought it back to life and made it usable, over kind of just being a moldy lawn ornament. I guess too at this point, it's time to level. When we first got the truck, I initially didn't have a plan whether I wanted to keep it, sell it, or store it. I decided not long into working on it that I'm going to turn this into a series on the channel actually, where we're going to just flip vehicles back to back. So stay tuned. We're going to tie up the loose ends on the truck, and in the next video, hopefully we'll be selling it to its next owner. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. I put a lot of energy and effort into these videos, and seeing that you guys just watch them, period, really makes me like as happy as could be. And I super appreciate it. So thank you so much for sticking around this long. If you liked what you see, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video. All of those things help a lot. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video.